Hello. I am professional, I swear. All right. So they dropped another developer commentary like they said they were going to. For CCN. They have a breakdown of more of the scenario, a bit more art, more about the combat, and actually like talking about their monetization model, which is huge because that was a bunch of questions that a lot of people had about it. With CZN dropping in 3 weeks, give or take. 3 weeks on, yeah, 3 weeks as of Wednesday. They connect to now. What the fuck? My earbuds are going crazy. No, they're connected still. That's weird. Okay, whatever. Um, uh, so KOCO Nightmare announced that they're dropping on the 22nd. We already kind of knew that, but they finally said that they were going to do some updates and things. A lot of what they're going to talk about in this, if I am understanding it correctly, was based on the feedback that we gave during the closed closed beta playtest. So I'm really excited to see kind of like what they updated um as such. Um Mostly just because, yeah, I think it'll be good to see what they have to say. So, oh gosh, darn it. I'm having a day of it. I tell you what. All right. Okami being a derp in the DMs. Gotta love it. All right. So let's check this out. Let's just get into it. Let's check it out. Let's see what they have to say. See what they've updated, and then we'll go over that. I'm just gonna do a little bit of react on this, see what they have to say. Um, I'm still super excited for this when it comes out. It's what, 3 weeks, like I said. So yeah, let's see what they have to say.
안녕하세요. 김형석 PD입니다. 사전 플레이 테스트에 많은 성원을 보내주셔서 진심으로 감사드립니다. 정말 많은 분들이 테스트에 참여해 주셨고 종료 후 만여 명의 퍼스트 분들이 설문조사에 참여해 주셨는데요. 전체 참가자 중 함장 레벨 20 이상을 달성하신 분들이 약 71%,
Wow, 71%.
평균
M.
게임 접속 시간도 1시간 이상 플레이한 분들이 80% 이상 될 정도로 많은 관심을 주셨습니다. 특히 가장 재미있는 콘텐츠는 무엇이냐는 항목에서는 덱빌딩 전투가 31%로 가장
Yeah,
높았는데요.
Arc City was definitely the thing
콘텐츠에서
that people were not.
세이브 데이터 파밍 등 개선이
They want
필요하다는
character
예상치 못한
progression
것을 확인할
increasing,
수 있었습니다.
improvement. Interesting.
카즈나만의 재미는 있지만 개선해야 할 내용도 많다는 퍼스트 분들의
Yeah, I
냉철한
didn't feel
피드백이
like the save
인상적이었습니다.
data farming was
오늘은
that big of
직접
an
남겨주신
issue.
설문조사와 의견을 토대로 글로벌 정식 론칭 전까지
Okay,
저희가
good.
준비하고 있는 여러 가지 개선 방안을
I hope they get
말씀드리겠습니다.
fragments. Such a,
이 자리를 빌려
I
다시
don't want
한번 테스트에
fragments, man.
참여해주신
That's
모든
just more
분들께
shit you don't
감사드립니다.
want to have to deal with.
카자나의 퀄리티를 끌어올려 퍼스트 여러분께 보답하겠습니다.
안녕하세요. 시나리오 팀 표세준입니다. 이번 테스트를 통해 퍼스트 여러분이 스토리에 대해 남겨주신 의견을 살펴보았습니다. 특히 초기 공개된 세계관 영상에서 보여드렸던 코스믹 호러, 다크 판타지적
agree with that.
분위기에 대한 기대가 크셨던 것 같습니다. 카제나의 핵심 요소인 붕괴, 트라우마의 서사를 알 수 있는 콘텐츠가
Yep.
더욱 필요하다는
This was one of the biggest draws for
많았는데요.
me, was this whole
오늘은
thing here.
메인 스토리 및 캐릭터 서사의 작업 방향성에 대해 말씀드리려 합니다. 먼저 이번 테스트에서 공개된 메인 스토리를 포함해 기존에 제작되었던
Which I
스토리들은
got.
게임의 대중성을 고려해 어두운 분위기의 코스믹 호러나 피폐물보다는 밝은 분위기의 스페이스 오페라나 우주를 배경으로 하는 모험 활극을 목표로 작업되었습니다. 그리고 함선 내 생활이 너무 밝고 평화로운 분위기 같다는 의견도 많았는데요. 스토리와 마찬가지로 게임의 전체적인 분위기가 지나치게 무거워지지 않도록
See, like, I understood that,
대비되는 편안한 휴식 공간을 보여주려는 의도였습니다.
but like life on the ship wasn't meant to be like super peaceful, but also like meant to be a bit more of a refuge.
예정입니다. 글로벌 론칭 시에는 이번 테스트에서 잠겨 있었던 트라우마 코드가 오픈될 예정입니다. 트라우마 코드는 요원들이 가진
Story driven
트라우마의
content that delves into
이야기를
each
다루는
agent's personal
콘텐츠입니다.
traumas. Ah, the personal stories. This is kind of what we were looking for.
가능하고 메인 스토리보다 조금 더 진지한 이야기를 만나보실 수 있을 겁니다.
Good.
트라우마 코드 외에
Oh, ooh.
요원들과 교류하며
Okay.
전장과는 다른 일상의 매력을 알아갈 수 있는 스토리도
I'm okay with
기대하고
that.
있습니다. 런칭 이후의 메인 스토리는 은하계 재해라는
Seasonal
시즌
galactic
업데이트를
calamity updates. Okay.
은하계 재해는 세 개의 메인
This season's
스토리가
galactic calamity will
하나의
feature
시즌으로
3 main
분리되며
story
기존의
arcs.
메인 스토리보다
It's a
좀더
wider range of
다양한
themes and
테마와
topics.
주제의 이야기가
Okay.
공개될 예정입니다. 공개된 스토리의 방향이 기대했던 것과 달라 실망한 퍼스트 분들이 많으셨던 것 같습니다. 퍼스트 분들이 주신 소중한 의견은 모두 살펴보았으며 어떤 방향의 스토리를 기대하고 계시는지에 대해서도 잘 알고 있습니다. 이미 공개된 분량에 대해서도 당장 모든 부분을 개선할 수는 없더라도 조금씩이라도 수정을 진행하려 하고 있습니다. 현재 시나리오 팀은 계속해서 여러분들이 남겨주시는 피드백을 확인하고 있으며 앞으로도 이러한 의견을 면밀히 살펴 퍼스트 분들이 만족하실 수 있도록 스토리를 개선해 나가겠습니다.
Okay.
감사합니다.
All right. That's huge because like I think that was like what most people were bitching about the most in Discord was like the story was good but like generic and didn't feel like it shared that continued threat of the cosmic horror portion of it. And I'm like, yes, but also it's super early. We got 3 chapters. There's no way you can set that sort of precedence that early into the main story that quickly. Like you could build into it and then like cliffhang it, which is kind of what they did with us. Like the end of chapter 3 was actually kind of cliffhangy, but in like a good way. And like the idea that we're finally getting the personal stories for the agents and we're getting like side content that is like slightly darker outside of what they're already providing with the chaos mode is going to be that's going to be good too. So yeah, no, excited for that.
안녕하세요. 아트팀 소수빈입니다.
Soobin?
아트팀은 그 무엇보다 글로벌 런칭까지 기본 완성도를 갖추는데 총력을 기울이고 있습니다. 사전 플레이 테스트에서 확인된 캐릭터, 카드 일러스트의 통일성과 검수 퀄리티가 떨어지는 부분을 개선하고 있습니다. 또한 캐릭터의 연출 역시 퀄리티를 올리는 데 주력하고 있습니다.
Oh, Calpy in
게임 플레이
Magna,
전반에 대한
Magna,
설문에서
yeah.
캐릭터의
Good character
애니메이션과
looking.
연출 등 디자인 매력에 대해 높게 평가해 주셨는데요. 글로벌 런칭 전까지 막원 완성도에 심혈을 기울일 예정입니다. 특히 캐릭터의 연출을 더 재미있게 표현하기 위해 다양한 애니메이션을
I hadn't actually
추가하고
seen any of
있습니다.
his stuff. Ooh. I didn't actually see that
또한
animation either.
대부분의
So I didn't get
기기에서
her until like
더
way late in the
쾌적하고
playtest, so I didn't get a
원활하게
chance to
플레이하실 수
see her
있도록
much of her stuff.
최적화도 진행하고 있습니다. 이번 설문조사에서 게임 플레이 시 발열, 최적화 이슈, 그래픽 깨짐 등을 경험했다는 의견도 있었습니다. 내부 유관 부서와 함께 리소스 최적화, 로딩 최적화, 발열 개선, 3가지 이슈를 최우선 과제로 설정해 개선하고 있습니다. 예를 들어 발열의 가장 큰 문제는 비오는 맵과 같은 일부 배경에서 텍스처로 인한 과부하가
I mean, yeah, I get that.
개선 중입니다. 최적화 이슈는 저희 아트팀뿐만 아니라
As long as they don't like over optimize it on PC, I'm sure it'll be fine. Because that's pretty much where I'm going to be playing the most of this. I'm not really going to be touching it on mobile.
글로벌 런칭 시 기대하셨던 퀄리티로 보답할 수 있도록
But that doesn't mean that
최선을 다하겠습니다.
everyone else isn't. So
감사합니다.
good that they're looking into it. There wasn't a ton going on with that, so like I'm glad that they're actually addressing it.
전투팀 공지환입니다. 설문조사를 통해
Which content did you enjoy the most? Deck building battles at 31%, character progression at 17%, save data farming at 18%, story at 15%, mental breakdown system at 13%, and Arc City at 6%. Arc City was like definitely not the thing that a lot of people had fun with. It's like a side story where it's like your daily chores, like get your caffeine boost for additional energy, or eat your meal before your big fights so that you can do extra damage or have extra blah blah blah, kind of like you do with like ZZ, where like you get your ramen and your coffee. um that's basically what Arc City is all about. And then it's like the one place that you can go to like do the affection stuff and get like mini side story things to build the affection and give gifts for your agents and stuff like that you have unlocked. So like I understand that it's kind of like a secondary hub, but we have a hub. Why did you give us two? I don't understand that.
덱빌딩 전투가 재미있다는 의견도 많이 주셨지만 개선이 필요한
Based on the current content, which areas do you think need the most improvement? Character progression at 23%, save data farming at 19%. I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I agree with this. I feel like the save data farming was just fine. The only thing we needed different here was more about like which cards do you keep and which cards don't you keep, or like showing which cards were going to be part of your deck at the end of it. Having that sort of a notification would be important for us while we're doing the save data farming. Other than that, I didn't feel like this was that far out, and for it to be that close with character progression was wild. Also, I kind of want to know what other people mean by what they thought character progression was a problem, like what needed improvement with character progression. Because like it's a gotcha, and a lot of the way the characters progress in this game has nothing to do with the cards. um it was very much, it was all meant to be RNG, but like obviously we had an earlier build. Like the build, it's so silly. The build they gave us for the alpha, or for the beta, for the playtest, was an older build that they had already made a newer updated build specifically for TGS that had other stuff unlocked that we didn't even get to touch because they wanted us to touch older stuff that they wanted to really flesh out first, like the memory fragments and the zero system. And so a lot of people were actually really pissed off about that not being included, because it's like there's so many extra steps, especially with the memory fragment system, that we'll have to go through to like cry about. uh, I'm not. If anything, the things that most people really wanted to see improvements on were things like the UI and how the cards are actually supposed to be affected when you're actually getting them done in save data farming, and more on the mental breakdown system for it to actually be like easier slash harder to break them out based on what kind of trauma they had. Like not every single trauma should have had 5 cards right out of the gate. So it's like, oh, and then like it just got progressively harder to get the trauma cleared. So like if you broke like 3 times, you just got really unlucky in a chaos. That meant I had to get rid of 8 cards from the hand before I could unbreak, before I could like repair the mental breakdown on that person. And then by then, it was probably like, oh, we're probably gonna kill the boss, which means we're probably gonna extract. And if we do, then that means that this person's gonna have a trauma, and this good, solid save data is gonna be corrupted because of the mental break, and then it's just gonna be it's just a pain. And then you only have like X amount of daily and or weekly reset resources to like talk to the person to try to clear them up so that you could keep that save file. Otherwise you'd have to spend money to quote unquote erase their memory of the whole thing, which I did do a memory erasure, and let me tell you, that's heartbreaking to just neuralize the person and then delete the save file. I'm just like, oh god, I feel horrible for doing that. That's the kind of stuff people want from the mental breakdown system. So like that makes a lot of sense. The story also being improved, a thing that needs improvement, makes a lot of sense too.
전까지 다음 개선에 주력하고 있습니다. 첫째, 카제나의 일부 키워드 및 기능에 대한
Good.
툴팁을 개선하겠습니다.
That was our biggest problem. Tooltips not working in the playtest was
일부
huge.
키워드와 기능에 툴팁이 제대로 적용되지 않아 플레이 도중 불편함을 느끼셨을 텐데.
Yeah, 100%.
글로벌 론칭 전까지 누락된 설명이나 키워드를
Good.
빠짐없이 준비해 보다 쾌적한 게임 플레이를
Thank you.
지원하겠습니다.
Perfect.
이 외에 다국어 번역 등 현지화에 대해서도 많은 피드백이 있었는데 퍼블리셔와 함께 퀄리티를 끌어올리겠습니다. 둘째, 다양한 로그라이크 경험을 제공하겠습니다. 카오스 구현은 카제나에서 경험하실 수 있는 첫 로그라이크 컨텐츠입니다. 글로벌 론칭 시점에는 테스트 버전에서 잠겨있던 제로 시스템 콘텐츠가 본격적으로 해금됩니다.
Yeah, Zero System was the other thing everyone really wanted to try out, but it was locked, so we didn't get a chance to. So it'll be good that we can actually get a chance to get into that too. It's like a secondary level, like a flat level experimentation thing.
다양한 콘텐츠를 준비하고 있습니다. 카제나만의 로그라이크 재미를 만끽하실 수 있게.
Yeah, the roguelike was really what drew me into this in the first place. So.
캐릭터의 정신 붕괴 기믹을 더욱 다양하게 만나실 수 있습니다.
Oh.
테스트 버전과는 달리 글로벌 론칭 시점
More breakdown effects in the playtest, which I expected. Like I wasn't worried about it, but I expected it.
캐릭터가 붕괴 상태에서
Oh.
간헐적으로 이상 행동을 보이거나 특정 상황에서는 갑작스럽게 회복하기도 합니다. 이상 행동에 대한
Okay,
연출과
that
붕괴 체험은
hold on. That's what I was looking for. That's the kind of stuff that I was expecting. Like different types of mental breakdowns that cause you to like attack your team or like not do anything, or like in certain circumstances you play the card and now all of a sudden you just snap out of it immediately, so you don't have to play all of the cards to do it. That is, oh, they listened. They actually listened. I love these guys. Smilegate have been crushing it. That's what I was hoping for.
넷째, 글로벌 론칭 전까지 밸런스 작업에 집중.
Yeah, there was a lot of balance issues. There was like 2 or 3 characters that everyone was universally like, these characters are busted. And there was like 2 or 3 characters that were just like, no one will ever play these characters. Epiphany values, you're getting a rebalance. Okay. Common cards and equipment from unknown spots. Okay. Fate and skills is part of your final touches. Okay, cool. Yeah.
카제나만의 로그라이크 경험을 즐기실 수 있도록 런칭 전까지 최선을 다하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Okay, so this is going to be the big one.
안녕하세요. 시스템 및 라이브 팀 팀장 최승현입니다. 마지막으로 많은 분들이 궁금해하고 계시는 BM에 관해서도 말씀드리겠습니다.
Yes, please.
저 역시 현존하는 대부분의 게임을 직접 플레이하는 게이머로서 호스트 여러분이 걱정하시는 점이 어떤 것인지 너무나도 잘 알고 있습니다. 그럼 바로 카제나 BM에 대해서 설명해 드리겠습니다. 먼저 신규 전투원은 한정이 아니라 상시 구출로도 획득하실 수 있습니다.
Okay, good.
콜라보, 시즈널 캐릭터를 제외한 모든 전투원은 픽업 기간이 종료된 후에도
There it is. All combatants will be added to the normal rescue even after their pickup period has ended. So unlike other games, they've taken a Fate Go approach of once their banner has procced and it's over, they will be moved into the normal, stable rescue going forward. So there's no FOMO for missing out on your 5-star. You gain access to your 5 stars through the standard banner at any given time. If you just hit your normal pity on the normal banner, you have a chance of picking up your 5 stars. So, huge. Actually, huge. One of the 2 things that I was most worried about was, are they going to give us access, or are they going to do it like the Hoyo style, where you only have a chance to get that character when they do a banner rerun 8 months after game launch? So,
상시 구출에
huge.
포함됩니다.
Actually huge.
따라서 픽업 기간이 아니더라도 상시 구출을 통해서 획득하실 수 있습니다.
Good.
마찬가지로
Partners will all be noted as the normal rescue after their pickup period ends. Good.
상시 파트너 구출에 편입됩니다. 또한
Pickup partners will also be available for purchase once a month in the shop
월 1회 제한으로
for
상점에서
300 of the
다양한 캐릭터를 수집해 새로운
SSR
덱을
currency.
재미를 놓치지 않도록
All right, cool.
하겠습니다.
Cool.
카제나의 한계 돌파, 에고 반연에 대한
We're also working to ease the burden of CZN's limit break system, ego manifestation. We're adjusting character performance differences through ego manifestation compared to the limited playtest. Oh, means I don't have to get like 6 of them to unlock all of their egos. Good.
감도 다양한 방법으로 완화하려 합니다. 첫째,
Ego manifestation manuals for all combatants. Please make them universal.
마일리지로 구매할 수 있습니다.
Will be available for purchase with mileage. That's awesome. Now you don't have to just dupe copy them. Like, you can get dupes, but you don't need dupes. You can just get the mileage from pulling, and then I love that. That's great.
픽업 전투원을
Yeah.
포함한 모든 전투원의 에고 발현 재료를 최대 2개까지
Mm-hmm.
마일리지로 구매할 수 있게 됩니다.
That's huge.
불확실한 가차에 의존하고
Even those who
싶지
prefer
않으신
not to
분들도
rely on certain
부담
gacha
없이
pools can confidently
전투원을
grow their
성장시킬 수
combatants.
있게 하겠습니다.
10 out of 10.
둘째, 픽업
Eagle
전투원의
manifestation
픽업
material
기간이
for pickup
종료되어도
combatants
픽업
will remain
전투원의
available
에고 발현
even
재료를
after the pickup
구매할 수
period ends.
있습니다.
Ah,
픽업 기간을
mwah.
넘기더라도 전투원을 더
Due
연구해
to felling
보고
a combatant
싶으시다면
after its pickup window, you can take your time before reaching Ego manifestation.
셋째,
Ego
은하계의
manifestation
시즌에서
materials
에고 발현
will also be
재료를
obtained
획득할 수
through Galactic
있습니다.
Calamity session content.
은하계의 시즌마다
Each Galactic
퍼스트
Calamity
분들이
season will offer
가장
Ego
아끼는
manifestation materials as
전투원의
gameplay
에고 발현을
rewards.
할수 있고
10 out of 10.
에고 발현 재료를
How
플레이
much
대상으로
though?
제공합니다.
That's the important part.
이 재료로
You
원하는
unlock Ego
전투원의
manifestation
에고
for
발현을
any
돌릴 수
combatant you
있습니다.
choose. Oh, I love that.
마지막으로
We want you to experience a
플레이만으로도
variety of
다양한
characters just by
텍스처를
playing.
경험하실 수
Good.
있도록 게임 내에서 재화를 충분히 제공해 드리려 합니다. 글로벌 정식 런칭 시
The
초반
official launch will
플레이만을
provide enough
통해서
gacha currency
획득할 수
through
있는
early
가차
gameplay to
재화를
cover around
200회 수준으로
200
제공할
pulls.
예정입니다.
Whoa, 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 chat. Whoa. That's massive. So this is basically just like every other current gen gacha out there. 200 on top of like anything else you might want to spend. So the question is how long is that going to take?
단순히 초반 컨텐츠에서만 지급하는 것이 아닌 이후
Every
시즌이
new season
업데이트될
update
때마다 충분한
will continue
이벤트를
offering
보장하며
generous events
지속적으로
and
제공하여
rewards
신규
and help you obtain new characters
캐릭터들의
without pressure.
확보하도록 하겠습니다.
It sounds like they understand
카제나는 전투원과
the fun of
파트너로
discovering your own
보안의
combinations of
조합을
combatants and
연구하는
partners.
핵심인 게임입니다. 런칭 이벤트와 플레이
So they
보상을
want it to be
통해
more like
카제나만의 덱빌딩 재미를 느끼셨으면
the card game
좋겠습니다.
deck building thing
감사합니다.
versus just a traditional gacha. They understood. They understood the
얼마 전
assignment, chat.
글로벌
They
런칭
understood.
일정이 공개되었습니다. 유저분들의 의견을 최대한 반영하고 더 좋은 게임을 만들기 위해 마지막까지 열심히 준비하고 있습니다. 2025년 10월 22일 카오스 제로 나이트메어가 정식으로 퍼스트 여러분께 선보입니다.
I'm excited.
많은 관심 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다.
Oh, yeah, that looks... Yeah, that looks really good, chat. I'm excited for that. That looks really good.